Hi y'all ant lovers out there. It's the Rudy Boys channel. I'll be showing you just a little bit on the little kit I give you when I sell you the ants. So let's jump right into it. Woo!
You're good.
Alright, so in the kit I give you a cotton, a free test tube, your 2 cotton swabs up in here, a little plastic thingy tube, and a straw, and then obviously the ants. Alright, so the first thing you want to grab is the test tube. So let's say your ants are running out of water or you found a queen ant. I'm sure AntsCat already showed you how to do this, but I'm about to show you how. Just grab the empty test tube, the 2 cotton swabs, and the cotton. And we'll jump over to the sink really quick. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill the test tube 3/4 full, like so. And then you're going to want to grab some of the cotton. So, like that, bunch it into a little ball, not too much obviously, and then you're going to want to stuff it down in there.
Too high.
And you're going to want to push it down, get all the excess water with the cotton swab, and then push in the extra cotton if you're doing a queen. If not, take it out and just leave it like this for the ants to transfer. Alright, let's go do it. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is just grab the test tube that you just filled, grab one of your ants. I have them way over here, you probably can't see them. And find one that has very little water. That one still has some water, so wait a couple more days on that one. This one is running out of water, so what you're going to want to do is grab that little plastic tube I gave you, put that on the test tube, and then you're going to want to take the cotton swab off this one, make sure none of the ants are on it, and then push it in there so so it's connected now, like so. And because these ones are all out of water, and then sooner than later they'll all move. Push the heat down onto the ants. You probably can't see it now, but just put the heat or light, whatever you want to use, on the ants, and grab a blanket. I have a blanket right here I'm gonna use. Grab a blanket and just put it over the ants so the other side is cool. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is, as you can see, I don't know if you can see very well, but I have almost 10 workers in here, and that's not enough. You need 20 to normally put them in a outworld. But I'm just going to do it early for video sake and to show you guys what to do. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab that cotton that I gave you and split it up even more, or grab your own cotton. And then you're going to want to grab the straw from the kit I had, and we're going to fast forward to that part right now. So here's the ants, and what you're going to want to do with this is you're going to, I just like to use this, and I like to pry in there just for air. You don't have to have the lid. I just have the lid because I'm not putting on Vaseline right now, but normally you would want to put Vaseline on the outside so they can't climb out. And just find a little bit of sand outside, or go into your pet store and find some sand. So what you need to do is take this off. Alright, so like I said, the straw and the cotton, and you're going to want to put it around the straw. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Like that, yeah, that's probably the best view. So there's a hole, kind of simulates the top or their ant hill. And then, alright, and then push it in here. It's not the best. Ants are already starting to come out. No, don't come out. Okay, so once you get it in, just put it in here. Give them some food. Alright, so what you want to do now is you're going to want to find food. Food consists of water. I always add water and food because that's like your first thing you always want. Then you want proteins, and then you want sugars. Proteins consist of bugs and seeds. Sugars consist of sugar water, fruits, just little things like that. And then put that in their outworld and let them forage, and you can watch them grow. That's it for that part. So once you're done with all your dirty test tubes, I put them in a little bowl like this, And then I grabbed some of this pumice stuff. You can do whatever you want, but I like pumice because it rubs off all the nasties inside. And then I just grabbed little cotton swabs to clean the interior. But what you want to do first is you're going to want to get all those cottons out. So just grab a little tweezers, go in there and pull them out, and I'll get to the next part in a second. So now that I have all the cotton out, just put them in the bowl. So this little bowl here, put it in there. Just like so. Then what I like to do, like I said, is I like to squirt see if you guys can see that, squirt this in there. So just go, try to get it out. Pumice in there. Looks kind of nasty. But then when you get it in there, fill with water. And just let it bubble for a bit. Then get your cotton swabs out and grab each one individually. Squirt some of the pumice in there or whatever you have. It doesn't have, like I said, doesn't have to be pumice. I just prefer pumice because, like I said, it's scratchy and it's expensive though. So squirt some of that pumice in there. I know you probably can't see this, so like so, and then move it around with the little cotton swab in there. Sorry, it's really blurry. Here, let me refocus here. Like I said, rub it around in there, get all that crap out. And once it's out, push it back in there and on to the next one, right? Ant question time. Let's see here. What type of ant questions can I tell you? Let's see. When you first get your ant, don't look at it, alright? You can't look at it. Give it a week before you look at it. And I know it's going to be really hard to do. At least 3 days. Nah, make it 4. At least 4 days before you look at it. If you look at her too much, she's going to die. As far as temperature-wise goes, hibernation, try to keep them in 60 or below. You can look that up on Ants Canada or anywhere. 60 or below Fahrenheit. During the summer, try to keep them 75 and higher, preferably, for the eggs mostly. And that's easy. Just put them in your boiling room or wherever your water gets heated at. Make sure they're above the boiler, above it, meaning there's room above the heater and your ants. Otherwise, the eggs won't hatch. Let's see what else here. Formicariums, 20 plus workers to move into your first outworld. Or that's what I like. That's my rule. You can use whatever rule you want. Ants Canada is a perfect description. Just wait till you have so many ants that are just covering the lens or the test tube. That's a good way to do it too. I know today I put one in with about 10 workers. I mean, that's okay to do, but like I said, 10 workers isn't very much, and you want to have a full one, a full test tube of workers before you transfer them. Moving larvae, you can actually steal other larvae from other ant colonies of the same species and move it into your formicarium when you finally get ants. Or if you have 10 workers and you want to expand the colony quickly, go steal some eggs. As far as that goes, I'm pretty sure there's not much other things I can cover. Like I said, don't look at them. Don't look at them for the first week. Check on them once a week. Try to. I'm very bad about that. I check them all the time, and it makes them. It's not good for them at all. So don't do that. Make sure they always have water. Always need water. when you first put them in the formicarium or the outworld, whatever you choose to do, make sure they always have food, but tiny bits, okay? Tiny, tiny, tiny bits of food. You don't need to throw a whole chicken in there or half a bagel. I used to do that all the time. I just throwing out things that, I don't know. And don't worry for them. Don't worry at all. Nothing's gonna happen to them if you follow those rules. Don't put them in the sun. Never, ever put them in the sun. Ever. I just like that rule. Unless you have something totally covering them. There's air, there's ventilation, they have water, the inside's misted. I don't know, just no sun, I would say. Just keep them heated. Other than that, I really don't have much of anything else. But like I said before, or I don't know if I told you, but if you guys have any questions or concerns, my Gmail is zrootie, zrootie @gmail.com, and that is where I will have basically everything. I'll answer all your questions. Just ask them, ask away, and I'll get to you. All right, zrootie out.
I'm finna show you how to